Hello ladies, it's been a while, but I'm back with a cookery journal. When I was in the pen pal group, we were swapping recipes with the idea of putting them in our cookery journals that we were making. And this is my finished one. I made it a few months ago, finished it. But anyway, here it is. I thought you'd like to see it. It's a soft covered journal. But it's quite sturdy. And it kind of folds over the front to hold all the recipes in. Three signatures. Lots of pages. Some with recipes on, recipe pages on for you to fill in yourself. Lots of little tags and things to play with. And lots of pockets to put your recipes in. Just what you need really for a recipe book, isn't it? And I'm not going to hover over the recipes too long, but this is the kind of thing that we collected and put in our cookery journals. I've used a kit from My Porch Prints, who have a shop on Etsy and videos on YouTube, and I'll put a link to them underneath the video. Just a different way of collecting your recipes. There have always been lots of different ways. When I started off doing it, there was, I think it was Marguerite pattern cookery cards, and they were very lovely too. You could wipe them clean, and they sat in a nice box, so you could flick through and find the one you wanted. This is parchment paper, baking paper, which I thought was appropriate. And this is the pattern paper where you can make your own patterns in sewing. I love the kit. Lots of little bits and pieces to cut out. And I've also used some of Mrs. Cogg's little flashcards. This is a picture of a flour mill near where I live. It's called Redbourne Berry Mill, and it's in Redbourne, Hertfordshire. I've put that there so anyone can look it up if they need to. They make their own flour and you can buy it online, and it's really very, very nice. It's a beautiful little hamlet, not even a village, and it looks just like that. That's cute, isn't it? Nice baked beans. I'm afraid my voice hasn't got any louder since I've been making videos, so you might have to turn your sound up. I don't shout because there's other people in the house, and I'm softly spoken, which has been difficult to live with over the years. So I'm doing my best to make myself heard. Here's another recipe. This one's a bit faint, but you can see it better than you can see it on the screen. But most people have got too many recipes, haven't they? And know where to put them. You can write things on here. This is a little shopping list. So you can put your ingredients on it, what you want. Lots of journaling cards. CD with a recipe inside. Another recipe for raspberry and almond crumble pie. There's a little notebook. Bits and pieces in. This journal will be going up on my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link to that underneath as well. You could put a little secret recipe in the bottom there. Always do this wrong. There we go. Lots of lovely girly things. And these little tabs, look, you can put what the recipes are behind it. You can write it on there as another envelope. Another recipe, carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. I love that little baker's boy with his buns or scones or something. And some recipe cards. Doilies, of course, they have a big part in presentation, don't they? A cake always looks much better when it's set out on a pretty china plate on a doily. And that's a tea-dyed recipe card. A little servant girl or cook's aid, mixing up some pudding. Another CD packet with a recipe in. I thought this was quite a neat way of slotting things in. You've got these different strips, and as you put them on along the page, it allows you to put different things in like so, and they look nice and neat. Because you do have to decide whether you want something to hang over the edge. If you don't, and you have a shorter one, this one would be the biggest one at the bottom here. And that's the last signature coming up. Dear little cat, looking in the teacup. And there you are. That's the end. Hope you enjoyed looking at that. And I don't know which one I'm going to be making next. I'm working on a fairy journal at the moment, so that'll probably be the next one. Unless I find one or two that I haven't videoed yet. So, thank you very much for watching. and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.